Out of 5 forms, only capillary water is available to the plant. The available water is the chief factor responsible for local differences between plant communities. Heavily waterlogged soil is injurious to plant because it reduces soil aeration. Low water content is also injurious because it causes wilting. Now, soil water. Soil is porous and contains a number of pore species. Soil is porous and contains a number of pore spaces. These spaces contain air. These spaces contain air. The air contains low quantity of oxygen and the air spaces contain air. The air contains low quantity of oxygen and high amount of carbon dioxide. Oxygen is necessary for germination of seeds, root growth and root hair development. It is also necessary for soil microorganisms. In the absence of oxygen, toxic substances are produced which are harmful to plants. Now, soil organisms. The soil has a number of organisms belonging to bacteria, algae, fungi, protozoa, nematodes, annelids. The soil has a number of organisms belonging to bacteria, algae, fungi, protozoa, nematodes and annelids. They show marked effect on the soil fertility. The saprophytic bacteria and fungi converted dead organic matter into simple inorganic substances and made them available to plant. Soil animals make the soil more porous and better aerated. Soil animals make the soil more porous and better aerated. Symbiotic algae fix atmospheric nitrogen into nitrates with R. Symbiotic algae fix atmospheric nitrogen into nitrates which are utilized by the plants. Heterotrophic bacteria secrete growth promoting substances which show marked influence on growth and distribution of plants. Parasitic bacteria and fungi cause the diseases in plants. Some fungal hyphae form mycorrhizal association with the roots of higher plants. They help in the absorption of water and mineral ions. The soil organisms bring about changes in the combination of the soil organisms bring about changes in the composition and fertility of the soil. So these changes determine the distribution of plant communities or vegetation. These changes determine the distribution of plant communities or vegetation. And now organic matter. The dead and decaying roots, leaves, stems, branches, twigs, plants and animals are decomposed into inorganic matter. The decomposition is carried out by saprophytic bacteria and fungi. The decomposed part is blackish sponge-like. The decomposed part is blackish and sponge-like, and this is called the humus. Humus can be divided into two parts, litter and duff. Litter is the upper part and consists of dead leaves and stems which are not decomposed, and duff is the lower part and consists of decomposed matter. Humus is beneficial for the growth of the plants in the following ways. It has a great water holding capacity due to spongy nature. Humus is beneficial for the growth of the plants. For example, it has a great water holding capacity due to spongy nature. It increases the fertility of the soil by recycling the mineral elements into the soil, and it facilitates the percolation of water in the soil. The quantity of humus determines the types of vegetation. The humus, if present in large depths, the lush green vegetation develops. Now soil temperature. Soil temperature regulates the biological and physical process such as germination of seeds, growth of roots, activity of microorganisms, absorption of water. The maximum metabolic activities of plants takes place generally between 20 degrees centigrade and 30 degrees centigrade. If the soil temperature goes below certain degree, that means 20 and 30 degrees centigrade, below certain degree, the absorption of water is low. The absorption of water is low. Therefore, on cold soils, the vegetation consists of prostrate plants. The warm soils show tall plants. The soil reaction. Soil reaction means the concentration of hydrogen ions in the soil pH value. In terms of the concentration of hydrogen ions, soils may be classified into acidic soils, alkali soils and neutral soils. The acidic soils are present in the regions of heavy rainfall and are characterized by lichen vegetation and sparingly distributed trees. The alkali soils are present in the arid and semi-arid regions, and plants like barley, wheat, oat, sorghum, sugar beet grow best in these soils. The neutral soils are present, suited for normal growth of majority of plants. The soil reaction also play a vital role in distribution of vegetation. Now, soil erosion. Soil erosion means the removal of loss of superficial fertile layers of soil. Soil erosion means the removal or loss of superficial fertile layers of soil. This soil erosion may be due to water, wind or gravity. The erosion removes the topmost fertile layers of the soil, resulting in the distribution of the vegetation. Now, soil conservation. Soil conservation means the prevention of damage of soil. It is believed to be the only method of controlling soil erosion. To prevent soil erosion, some steps are to be taken. Reforestation, contour planting, control of grazing. These are the steps are to be for conservating soil.